There you go.
What's going on, guys? It's Kevin here with Mod My Mods, and we are here with Zadak. Zadak. That's how you pronounce it correctly. I don't want to butcher it, but Zadak has actually got some pretty awesome stuff that they are releasing. We're here at Computex, obviously, in Taipei. Today we are across the street from the Nangang exhibition hall to take a look at some of their stuff. What we have actually on display here is their Moab all-in-one computer, and it's actually a completely assembled computer, just like this. And as you see it, it comes just like that. This particular unit has the i7. It's got an 8700K in it. It also comes with a 1080 Ti with the water block on it, as you can see. It also comes with Zadak. They have their own CPU cooler and their own distribution board and their own case per se. You can see they got fittings and everything, so pretty much out of the box you have an all-in-one system that is water cooled already, has RGB all over it, and it's pretty much good to go. This is actually the distribution board that they have, and how they actually build the case. And they start with the base just like this, and then they start to assemble it, putting piece to piece. The actual motherboard mounts directly to it, same with the video card and everything else. And it actually runs off of a DDC pump, which is actually pretty good and pretty reliable as well. It runs just off of a standard 4-pin PWM connector. But it's actually a pretty solid piece too. You'd be surprised on how heavy it actually is. This is actually a clearer version of it, so you can actually see what's going on inside of this particular case, the Moab here. As you can see, they have the distribution board here, and your motherboard actually mounts directly to it. But everything that you see here and everything that you see on the back and the way that it's lined up and assembled is exactly what you get inside of one of these units. Now the retail price, as far as I know, is starting at 4,000 USD. But again, it comes assembled. It comes just like this, right out of the box. Now, it isn't available yet just in the United States. It is available in a couple other countries, but it will be coming hopefully in the end of Q4, maybe early next year. But this all-in-one thing is, I mean, it's something I've never really seen before like this. It's got some pretty neat features. They actually have, Zadak has their own Rgb controller that's programmable, and as you can see, all of these RGBs that are running through, it's all addressable. So whatever you want to do with it, you can make it flash, go to the music, go to your computer programs, whatever, you can actually make it happen. A really kind of neat feature is, as you can see, there's no real buttons on it. You have the temperature sensor that's right here that is actually running a real-time sensor. There's a sensor that's actually plugged into one of the channels on the distribution board here, and you're getting a real-time water temperature, which is actually pretty neat considering it's all tied together. The other part about this particular case that I like is that, again, there's no buttons. You don't really see anything, but in order to turn it off, you swipe it, and then in order to turn it back on, you do the exact same thing, and it turns back on.
Yeah.
There it is. That's kind of cool. Now, obviously, if your fingers are wet or a little bit warm or something like that, you might have a little bit of an issue, but as far as I can tell, it's just a touch screen, and you can just swipe down, and it kind of actually turns off and gives a nice effect when everything turns off together. It's a pretty neat little setup. These units are about $4,000 USD. That's when they're starting off, and again, they come with a slew of hardware. I mean, the 8700K, 1080 Ti, it's the Asus Strix board with the 370. It's the Z370. It comes with their own RAM. It's the Zadak RAM, the 16 gig. It's 3200 megahertz. Everything that you need. It's pretty sweet. Alright, so the last thing that I really want to talk about is their, so they have their RAM, as you can see here, the Zadak RAM, 3200 megahertz, but the other cool thing that we saw here was this M.2 SSD heatsink that they have. Now, this is actually one of the coolest things that I've actually seen here at Computex, because it's actually got a good design. It's got a good design, and it actually has a proprietary connector, and it plugs directly into your digital RGB header on the motherboard and runs just like any other one would. So it's actually made out of high quality aluminum. and has a pretty decent design. It looks like the top Zadak cover here just pops right off, so obviously it looks like you can modify it and do however you'd like to do with it. So these products that are on display here obviously aren't available just yet. The RAM will be coming, the SSD cover will be coming, the M.2 will be coming, the actual MOAB itself will also be releasing, but it will be coming out in a couple months here, and hopefully by the early next year. So make sure that you check out Zadak and all the stuff that they have on display here. We'll be posting a couple more things on our Facebook and Instagram, and again, pretty sweet stuff for a $4,000 box that's already done and set up. RGB everything, not bad. I would say approved. So thanks again, guys, for joining us, and we'll catch up with you guys next time.